There's a place alongside the road that leads up from the valley to the ridge where I used to live. When I lived there, I would sometimes stop to commune with the trees. In this place, a little-known tribe of coast redwoods stand perched above the sharp-falling creek that drains the ridge. They share their steep slope with an all-but-forgotten nation of big-leaf maples and the little mini-states of various other trees. I stopped at this place a few days ago while on my way to visit the old homestead. When the sun is just at the right angle, wonderful little rays of light are cast down through the upper canopy of redwood, illuminating the lesser trees that stand below, including those of the Maple Nation. Sometimes I like to find one of the sunbeams that has cut its way down through the trees, and I sit myself down in the middle of the light to think for a while. That's just what I was doing a few days ago, sitting in a ray of sunlight and thinking for a while. Autumn will be suddenly upon us, and the big broad leaves of the Maple Nation will begin to change color and fall away. In time, the shed leaves will litter the forest floor. Naturally, the redwoods undergo no such change. They remain steadfast and true, ever green to the end. These red giants are stoic and resolute in their stance. The maples, on the other hand, are much more colorful and given to the emotions of the seasons. Come autumn, the maples will shed the past with each and every leaf that falls away. I watched as a few of the early leaves fell around me as birds sang. The leaves told stories from earlier in the year, all kinds of stories. In the coming months, many more leaves will follow, until the ground is a big leaf carpet of storied past. By winter, the maples will appear stark and skeletal, as will their many other neighbors we call deciduous. But come spring, the naked maples will be reborn as trees once more, and the birds will rejoice. Throughout this annual metamorphosis, the tall redwoods stand watch in their infinite silence. Sometimes I imagine the trees sleeping. That's when I find myself wondering about what the redwoods dream. Do they dream of being deciduous, able to cast off their needles and begin life anew? Or are they comfortable in their ancient ways? As I sat in the bright ray of sunlight a few mornings ago, I sensed that the trees were aware of one another. The redwoods appeared to be staring at the maples, and the maples were looking right back at them. It caused me to wonder if the trees are ever envious of one another. Given all their differences, I would think it's possible. And yet a forest is defined by its differences. Most of us only see the forest. The forest, though, is a complicated community comprised of trees of many kinds and of all capabilities. Remove any one kind of tree and the forest suffers. It takes all kinds of trees to make a forest, just as it takes all kinds of people to make a village. Perhaps in diversity is the salvation of the world.